only need a new friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone not afraid to give it all to me.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for another video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a grocery haul and a meal prep Monday. So I've mentioned in many videos before, I do an online grocery shop and click and collect my groceries every Monday. This week my boys are with me, so I'm doing a big full meal prep today. I don't always prep all of the meals, but I always prep the ingredients that are required so that making dinner every weeknight is as quick, easy and stress-free as possible. If you are interested to see what is on our meal plan this week, just keep on watching.
But it's all for free, won't cost a thing, so it's yours worth a try. Oh, this is the real thing, I'm down.
So we're just here picking up the Woolworths click and collect order, like I mentioned in my favorite things video that I posted yesterday actually. So online shopping and click and collect has been one of my favorite things, and it is just literally indispensable during COVID. I am not going in the supermarkets. I've got Freddie, so I don't like leaving him home too long, and certainly not to go and battle the crowds in the grocery store. So click and collect it is. Online shopping is just a breeze, and especially with Woolworths, the drive-through click and collect that they've got here is just incredible. So fingers crossed, hopefully never have to go back to in-store shopping at the grocery store again, because that is one of my absolute least favorite things to do in the whole world.
Get next to me, get next to me, get next to you, get next to you, get next to me, get next to me.
Hey little Freddy Bear, you're being a good boy. Oh, so that is it. Click and collect, done. The reason that I like click and collect over home delivery is that it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything for one. And you have got a better ability to like nominate the time that you click and collect. Like with home delivery, they usually just give you a 2-hour window that you've got to be home. At least with click and collect, you can just come pick it up whenever it suits you, whenever it's convenient, and you can specify a 1-hour window to be able to pick it up between. So I pick it up between 8 and 9 a.m. If I've got kids, I will pick it up between 9 and 10 a.m. so it's just after school pickup. But it is literally so convenient, and like I said, I'm never going back to regular shopping again. In-store shopping, no thank you. And I've even been doing click and collect so much for all my orders, like Kmart, IKEA, Bunnings, Harvey Norman. Everyone literally offers click and collect, and I actually prefer shops that do click and collect like to your boot, so you can pick it up from the car park. Harvey Norman, I've done it. I've picked up quite a few things from Harvey Norman recently, and they will bring it out to your boot. And same with Bunnings. Kmart don't do it. They say on their website that they do it, but when I tried to book it, it wasn't possible. So I had to wait for a time that my boys were available to mind Freddie and then go in store to pick it up. So it's a bit of a pain. So honestly, I haven't really been shopping at Kmart much recently. Not that I need anything anyway, but yeah, definitely check out online shopping if you're not already a convert. Get onto it.
Get next to me, get next to me, get next to you, get next to you, get next to me, get next to me. Feels like the two of us are golden and gold, you see.
Right, let's quickly run through everything that I picked up in this grocery order. This was online click and collect. So we picked up, starting in the salad section, just some kale and spinach salad mix, some little gem lettuces, 5 mini apples for lunch boxes, just a mixed salad, some bananas also for snacks and lunch boxes. This is part of meal prep, obviously. I do meal prep every other week. Just a 2-litre milk for my kids for cereal and drinking. I grabbed some cashew nuts just for snacks, and also there's a salad dressing that I want to try making with this. Some red and a brown onion, portobello flat mushrooms for our meat-free Monday mushroom steak sandwiches. Some snow peas. I'm going to make some chicken snow pea pesto pasta. Green beans. We're going to have a tuna niswa salad through the week. Some salad tomatoes, 2 pink lady apples, just a net of avocados, and I've been preferring to get them like this lately because they last longer throughout the week. They last longer because they're kind of green still when you get them. Some kiwi fruit, great for vitamin C, so I eat these raw or just put them in green smoothies. Some carrots for meal prepping, also for lunchbox snack. These are my favorite oven-baked chips, parmesan flavor with garlic and basil. And we had 2 for $12 special on these. Oh, and just some spring onions because I've got a couple of things that I need to make with these. Some meatballs. We're having meatballs and sweet potato mash one night, and then this I'm going to put this in the freezer for Sunday's barbecue. I've got a couple of things that I need to make with this chicken, so I'm going to prep some, put some in the freezer. Just a olive dip, some Danish style feta because I like to have that in all of our salads pretty much. Some light sour cream. I use this as a cream substitute when I'm cooking pasta and things, so that's great to cut the fat from creamy pasta sauces. Some sweet spice gherkins because I love putting those in a Niçoise salad. Oat milk because I like to use oat milk when I cook oatmeal, and some more oats because we're running low. Unfortunately, they substituted the normal ones that I usually get that fit perfectly in my new fridge containers with these 2, but that's okay. I might be able to fold them up and fit them into the fridge containers, but these are great for using for everything. So for school lunches, I use them to make little like toasted sandwiches on my fry pan. For lunches at home, we use them to make mini homemade pizzas. These are awesome. We always have these on hand. I grabbed some Turkish rolls for our meat-free Monday mushroom steak sandwiches. Just these brioche rolls that I buy as a staple. They are great for school lunches because they stay fresh right to the end of the week. Just some plain salted corn chips for snacking, and again this is kind of the snack section. So some sesame corn thins. Everyone in this house loves them and they fit perfectly in this container. I've got 3 of these Oatly oat milk. This is the one that is for coffees, so I get 3. I got 3 because there were 3 on a special deal, so that will probably last me 2 weeks, but I use this for coffee and then this kind for making oats. These ones, I think I ordered a big bag of these, but they substituted 3 small ones, but that's fine. These are just like dried snap peas, and they're really, really delicious. A couple of lunchbox snacks, some just veggie straws. These are actually really tasty. I love these. And some mini Pringles, which is not the greatest treat, but you know, I guess in comparison, the rest of the grocery shop is pretty healthy, so 1 or 2 things that aren't so great is perfectly fine. Everything in moderation. And then just 2 cartons of free-range eggs because I've been eating lots of eggs lately, and I have some recipes in my meal prep that call for eggs. So that is everything that I picked up. I'm just going to pop this all away in the fridge quickly, and then we're going to start meal prepping. Now earlier this morning, before I picked up my grocery order, I just gave a quick organize and clean up to the fridge because I like to have the fridge in as kind of clean and empty a state as possible. And a couple of those things in there are coming out for meal prepping today, so that will free up some space as well. And that's almost empty. It's just got 2 onions in it. And then that meat container, it's got Freddy's chicken in it that I need to cook up and prep up for his meal prep. So as I mentioned before, I've already given the fridge a bit of a clean out, a wipe down and organized. Made sure that anything that was really old leftovers have been tossed out. The other things that I like to do on my meal prep Monday before I pick up my groceries is to make sure that the dishwashers run. So I've got all of my food storage containers clean, free and available, and all my cutting boards, knives, everything ready to go. And then I just make sure that the pantry is kind of sorted out and cleared out as well, so it's ready to receive all the groceries just as quickly and as stress-free as possible, so that once I've picked them up, just bring them upstairs and then just quickly put everything away and get into meal prepping before I get the chance to put it off. So this is how I organize the back stock, so extras of things, and that just goes right up into the top shelf of the pantry. So I've already got one of these open in the fridge, so those 2 can go there. We've got the oat milk and the extras of the snap peas, so I've kept 1 down, and then some bulk almonds at the back. And then in this one I've just got the mission wraps, the corn thins, some baking things, and some extra Ritz. So like I said, I don't need to grab for these all the time, so they're just going right up the top of the pantry, where they're there, but they're out of the way.
had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks. And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a reason, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Honestly, I'm open wide. I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. I still see your silhouette. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to your bedroom?
As I mentioned earlier in the video, I don't always meal prep all actual meals, like full meals for the rest of the week. Even if I just prep up all the vegetables that are required and as much of the prep work that is required, so that when it comes to making dinner, all that stuff is done. It saves so much time. It saves a ton in cleanup. And it just makes those evenings run a whole lot smoother when you're rushing around doing school pickup, coming back, you've got after school activities. There's so much going on now, homework, all of that. You don't want to be starting from scratch making dinner. That is where you're going to be like, this is too hard stuff, let's just get Uber Eats. This is going to save you time and money and your sanity if you just take a little bit of time. This took about an hour and a half, so nothing huge. I put on music, I watched some things on YouTube, and I listened to a bit of my book, and before you know it, it's done.
So spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone not afraid to give it all to me. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden, are gorgeous. What do you got? So take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. What do you got? 'Cause I am golden, I'm golden. You're not really looking for a friend, so at the top for me. Never thought that loving would be easy, but it's all for free. Won't cost a thing, so it's yours. Worth the try. Oh, this is the real thing. I'm down if you're down, boy. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden, are gorgeous. What do you got? So take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. What do you got? 'Cause I am golden, I'm golden. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me.
Now, before you even know it, we are finished prepping all the veggies. So I have some sweet potato and broccoli that we're going to be having later on in the week. So I put it to the back in a big glass container. Then I've just done everything like chopping up all of the onions that I need for some of the meals that I've got planned. And then some red onion for salads. I use that for a couple of meals that I've got planned for the evenings, and then also for lunch. I've also trimmed up all of the green beans, the snow peas, and sliced up all the carrots. And I'm just going to go ahead and food prep little Fredbear's dinners. Well, all of his food. He eats 3 times a day. So I mix up some chicken thigh fillet that I cook, and then I mix it with his dry food. And then he just eats that 3 times a day at the moment. Oh, and look who we got here in the kitchen. Who we got here in the kitchen? We're cooking the chicken. And guess who wakes up? Hello, little one. So I picked up little Freddie and I popped him over on the sofa just to keep him out of the way. But of course, with that smell of chicken in the kitchen, there was no keeping him out of there. So he just stayed and hung around at my feet and kept me company while I finished the meal prep and cleaning up the kitchen afterwards. He's such a cute little bunny. He's such a little mummy's boy. He does like a bit of rough and tumble play, but he does love to cuddle. So I really love him, and you'll see a little bit more of him later.
Feels like the two of us are golden and gold, you see. What do you got? So take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so close to me. What do you got? 'Cause I am golden, I'm golden. Feels like the two of us are golden.
Once the veggie prep and the cooked chicken prep is done, then I move on to the raw chicken prep. And I don't like to do the raw first because I don't want any cross-contamination. So I'll get all the fresh veggies prepped, then the cooked stuff, and then anything that is raw. That way there's no chance that any meat juice or anything like that is going to get onto the fresh veggies or any of, Freddie's prep or anything like that. So this is just some chicken that already came diced up, but I'm just cutting it up a little bit further. And then I ran out of food containers actually, so I had to use a Ziploc storage bag, but it's just got like an Asian marinade. We're going to have that with some Uncle Roger's fried rice that we have picked up the recipe from a funny YouTube channel that the kids are loving. So we're going to try and recreate his famous egg fried rice on Friday night. So I'm going to make some little Asian chicken skewers to go with that. So in the Ziploc bag, I've got the chicken, some grated ginger, some minced garlic, and some soy sauce, and some unidentified Asian sauce from Daiso, but it's like a teriyaki sauce, I think. I'm not sure, I can't read the things, but it's delicious. So I'm just going to leave that to marinate and pop that in the fridge, obviously. And then in that second food storage container, I've just got the other half of that packet of diced chicken breast, and I'm going to pop some garlic in there and some basil pesto, because this is going to be used tomorrow night for some basil pesto pasta with the snap peas. So that is the chicken already prepped and easy to go. Honestly, even just getting this stage of prep done still saves a ton of time. Like if you had to come home after work or after school pickup and literally, like I said before, start from scratch and get all of the ingredients out and get everything out from the packages, it's probably going to be so off-putting. So getting this little bit done, it's going to save a ton of time and a ton of stress throughout the week. Now, the other great thing and advantage of meal prepping on one day a week is that you only have one really big cleanup each week. Every night when you come to do dinners, you don't have all the cutting boards, all the knives, all the accoutrements that you need to make dinner, because all that's already been done. You just whack the ingredients in the fry pan or on the barbecue or whatever you've got planned, chuck it in the dishwasher, and Bob's your uncle, you're over and done with before you even know it. It literally, and I know I sound like I'm harping on, but honestly, every week that I don't do meal prep, I always kick myself and I'm like, why did I not do meal prep? I hate having to think of dinners to make. I hate having to make everything from scratch every night. It is so much better just to spend a little bit of time once a week getting yourself planned, getting sorted out, getting your ingredients prepped at the minimum, and even making just 1 or 2 meals. Another great thing to do when you're meal prepping is to make double batches and then just put half in the freezer for next week, and then you don't even have to worry about doing anything. You've always got that backup. I quite enjoy cleaning the kitchen most of the time. It's one of my like least disliked cleaning things to do, if that makes sense. But I especially like cleaning after doing meal prep, because I know that like the meal prep is done and the kitchen is clean, everything's sorted out, the house is pretty much under control for at least a couple of days. One of the last things that I do after sweeping and mopping the floor and cleaning all that up, it always gets really grubby when I cook. I'm just not messy, but it just always gets stuff on it. I always make sure that I do a really thorough wash of all of my kitchen cloths, and then also on this day I changed the water filter. So just taking a quick look again through all of the meal prep that I did. I will share my meal prep menu at the end of the video if you are interested. I also have the free downloadable meal planner that I created available for free download on my website, which I'll also have the link for in the description box. So just a quick overview of how I've organized the fridge. I changed things around a little bit, so I think it is working better, just having a little bit of more open space where I need the easily accessed things.
From all my slip-ups and mistakes, and I'm just pointless without you. Why don't we go back to never wanted to end things like we did. I'm sorry for all those promises I made you that I couldn't keep, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to honestly, I'm open wide. I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. I still see your silhouette. Why don't we go back to your bed?
This is honestly the best bin lining hack that I found on TikTok. You put the rubbish bin liner in kind of inside out, and then you just pop it straight into the bin thing, and then pushing the liner in, it means that there's no ugly bin liner hanging out. It is so super simple, and I learned that from TikTok. Thank you very much. The other thing that I learned today is by reading the instructions on the Method stainless steel cleaner, which I've never done since I've used it. It actually gives a better result if you spray the product onto the cloth and then wipe the stainless steel like lids of your bins or fridge or whatever stainless steel product you've got, and then buff it with a clean cloth. It made such a difference. I always thought that that product wasn't the greatest, but it was actually just me using it wrong. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my grocery haul and meal prep Monday. I hope you got some ideas, inspiration and motivation just to get some meal prepping done so that you've got your week a little bit set up ahead and you're not struggling on the back foot when it comes to making dinner each night. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really is great feedback for my channel. It lets me know that you do enjoy this type of video, and then that will make me make more of them. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe before you go. Hang out and watch another few videos. I'll leave some linked in the description that I think you will enjoy. Have a fabulous week, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.